Okay, you're thinking, what is he doing now? Why is he looking down here? Well, I wanted to see the starter and everything back here. Everything's just so covered with dirt and everything though. It's really hard to see, figure out where everything is. I have no idea what this is. Where it's coming from, let's see. Well, it's coming from up there. I have no idea what that box over there is, but that's where it's coming from. And that's what this is. It's going up there. So, I have no idea where it plugs in over here. So, we have one mystery after another. I don't know how much of this stuff's been taken apart. I did take the distributor button off there, and I'm cleaning it up. And I have to get in and clean up the points. And of course, it's hard to get to. Then we have an oil sending unit up here on top. I know that. And have the oil dipstick and gear oil and all that junk down here. But the starter was the main thing I was looking at. The main wire, main cable going to that goes back to the battery compartment. And if you look, that plunger looking thingy down there, that's for the starter on the inside where you push down. This does not have a starter solenoid for this starter. It's a mechanical push-in switch from the inside. There's a pedal on the inside just above the gas pedal, and you push that one in, and that's what starts the starter. So, yeah, kinds of weird stuff in here, but it's so dirty. I mean, that's the other thing. I mean, the starter is not that big. When you look at the size of this engine, it's kind of dwarfed a bit, but you got to figure this starter actually is bigger than your car engine anyway. The one in your car is a lot smaller than this thing. This is about 3 times the size. You can't really tell by it, but it's big. And then what we have up here, that's the generator. It's about twice as big as that one. So this thing really puts out some current, or should. And the wiring, there's wiring on down here, and we have wiring on the other side the same way. But actually these wires look like they're in pretty good shape. Just dirty. Let's see. Well, that one's bare, but it could be a ground wire. But yeah, you have to pardon me here. I'm doing this by hand with no tripod, so I can see this stuff. And hopefully you can see it too. But yeah, it's got a lot of big parts. And there are some things that are disconnected, and I have to figure out where it goes. And the next is I have to go and play with that carburetor too and get that off of there. But that's also something kind of weird. I'll show you that in a minute when I get stuff set up. Okay, the carburetor. This is the Carter carburetor that is really not supposed to be on this one. But if you look down below, the linkage on this thing is totally unreal. Look down here. What the heck is all this? It's got more. I mean, that's supposed to be a throttle cable, I guess, but I don't know what the heck all of this is doing here. I mean, this one right here on top, I know that's the choke cable. I tried it from inside. But this other one, I mean, this thing is frozen solid. I can't move it. I don't think I can. I used some WD-40 on it, but No, this thing, it won't budge. And I've got to take this carburetor off and put the new one in. And there are only 2 bolts, but unfortunately the linkage is a lot more of it than you would think. So yeah, this is kind of getting to be a nightmare here. And so the bracket coming out, that's actually going to be for the oil bath air cleaner. And the one I bought, of course, it's too new. It's not the right one for this. So I'll have to find an NOS one from 52 if I can find one, because that one there is just not going to work. So yeah, there was something else. This is like part 13 of working on this Dodge Power Wagon. And I do have all the waterproof spark plugs in it, but the cables are going to be a bit of a nightmare to find. I do have some, but only 4, not enough, and I can't use regular wires on it because the way these are set up, it's got like a little spring with an insulated part that you have to shove in there, and then it's got a cap that screws on. These were meant to be waterproof, so they go through rivers or wherever they had to go. And this one's been through a few. It's just looking how dirty and muddy this thing is. It's been through a lot, even though it's only got 22,917 miles on the engine. But anyway, that's what I'm dealing with right now. So that'll be it for now. Talk to you guys.